All right, it is time for group therapy. So this could possibly be our first work from home casualty.
Ooh.
See, this work from home is not such a great idea after all.
Let's reserve judgment.
Yeah, all right. Perhaps you've been in a situation similar to this, and that's where we need your advice here. Or just you're a wise person and you just know how to see these things.
Sure.
Okay. Or perhaps you're just a little bit biss and you want to be up there. All right. I quote you. Last week I was doing some work on our shared desktop computer. Mm-hmm. Working from home, shared desktop computer at home, and my husband had gone out. And his email was open. Still logged in. I didn't realize I was going through to what I thought was my email. And then a notification popped up. And I saw his ex's name in the email. Email from the ex. From what I understood, she was a lovely lady. But she dumped him. Mm-hmm. She dumped him 5 years ago. My husband, as I believe, he loves me and our 3-year-old daughter. And I've always felt insecure about this ex. And this is the thing. You'll always feel insecure about the most immediate ex. Now, he's only had one. You could go so far as to say it was his first love. That's me stating that.
Sure.
All right? He's always put her on a pedestal. He's often spoken about her, not in a I want to get back with her way, just in a we would do this and we would do that. So I was unable to control my curiosity and I read the email.
Okay.
I went through the message. She rambled on about she's just been through a nasty divorce. She was in an abusive relationship and she's now regretting ever breaking up with him. She's also stated that she's desperate to become a mother. She said that he was the only truly good man that she'd ever known, and despite knowing that he is already married and a father, she wanted to give their relationship a second chance.
Sure.
So, what I did, I replied as my husband. I replied as my husband. And I said, I'm very happy in my marriage. Please never contact me again. And then I deleted the message. And then I went to the trash and I made sure it was deleted there as well. I haven't said a word to my husband. And as far as I know, she hasn't emailed him again. But I can't help but feel guilty. 1, for snooping in his email. 2, impersonating him. Do I owe him the truth?
Sure.
And 3, deleting the email that was meant for him.
So, there's various things here. 1, he's going to think you're snooping in his email. No matter what you say, you've responded. However, you are protecting your own backyard.
Why?
He might, you see, this is sometimes where, like when your wife can wake up and she's had a dream about you cheating on her and you pay that price the whole day. He's done nothing. He's totally oblivious to this whole thing. Mm-hmm. Now, another part of this, as I've always believed, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. You cannot prevent somebody from cheating.
Yeah. You can impersonate all you like. You can delete emails. Yeah. If it goes in that direction, it goes in that direction.
Then you need to ask yourself the question, which I'm sure she's asking herself, is that because it was his first love, his first, then, and his most recent ex, she broke up with him, which is critical. Mm-hmm. Because he wasn't over her, she was over him. Mm-hmm. And he's still possibly heartbroken about that situation.
The thing is, she made a decision now, and whether or not he finds out, she'll always know that she didn't have enough faith in their relationship to see how it played out. She felt threatened enough, and I don't claim to know all of the details, but that's the reality. She felt threatened enough to delete not just the email, but the evidence as well.
Yeah.
And not sort of discuss it with him and deal with it together.
And asking,
Yeah.
my love, do we have a problem? Is this an issue?
It's all about feeling threatened.
Yeah.
I guess, and the trust.
And the
issue,
trust.
which is the main
For
thing.
me, it's the trust.
Like I can say to my wife, "Yeah, you check my ex still phones my mom on her birthday. That's wrong." Did you check she phoned her today? You check. What are her intentions there?
Is that the Afrikaans ex?
Let's not go there.
Die dame het net mooi maniere, Darren.
Yeah, all right.
Because also,
Yeah,
let's
right.
establish the fact that this man has done nothing wrong.
He's done nothing.
He was dumped 5 years ago. Dealt with that, found another person to have a relationship with. They have a 3-year-old child. He has built a new life for himself. Another person has now come into the picture,
Boomerangs come back. Yeah,
wanting to try again.
yeah.
And his current wife has now unfortunately almost behaved in a villainous way to prevent him from seeing that message.
But you see how tricky this is, and I can see why this lady has no idea. So let's just take a perspective from another lady here, Chantel, from Bayview. Good morning, Chantel.
I'm so proud of this lady. I would have done the exact same. She's right. She's absolutely right. That other third party has got no respect, first of all, for the little girl. Neither does she have respect for the mother or the dad.
And you think her keeping the email away from her husband is
Yes,
a good
I
thing?
would have done the same.
You know what I would have said? I would have sent the email back. But as myself,
As the wife.
I'm saying, who the hell do you think you are?
That for
just
me.
because you come out of a divorce now. Now you just assume that my husband now, let's give it a second go. Who the hell do you think you are?
But Darren, what happens now if the ex sends a follow-up email? I haven't heard back from you. I still feel the same. And wifey isn't able to intercept that email.
Yeah, well then it's the you're in my email, then it's that equation. So there's that to it as well. Yushra weighing in from Crawford. Good morning.
I would have done the exact same thing that lady did. I mean, this has never happened to me, but if it did, I would have done the exact same thing.
So you would have opened the email, read it, impersonated
That is
your
my
husband.
Yes, definitely. And
Impersonated
then
your
not tell
husband.
you about it for like a while, and then just randomly bring it up afterwards and be like, hey, what's up? Do I need to worry about something? But then also give him shit about it, because why is she in your emails? Why is it okay for her to just email you? Why does she think it's okay? Like, no. Why are you so soft? No.
Yeah.
Also, it could be the first time that she'd mailed him in 5 years. So we also don't know. We don't want to assume that they've been in contact over the years.
Quentin,
Good morning.
how's it? Okay, so how would you deal with this in Kraaifontein?
Well, my opinion is that she actually did the right thing, and I know that might be weird, but I think that she did the right thing by actually protecting her husband from this kind of worms. Opening up old wounds. I think she did the right thing, but I also think that she needs to at least confess and, give him the respect to be honesty. Say, listen, we got this mail. I dealt with it. I protected you from the contents of it. But that's the scenario. So I definitely think she did the right thing.
I love how you said, we got this mail.
We did.
Yeah, well, it's a team effort, and I feel like she needs to have his back just as he would have her back. And the other lady is kind of like stepping over the line a little bit, and she's in her rights to protect her own. But, do you really want to, open that door? That's the thing. Like, that's what my feeling is. And I think that if my wife got a mail like that and she deleted it, I wouldn't even have been mad at her.
Yeah, that's because with absolute certainty you have no feelings for your ex.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, Quentin. You know, it might be an option here. You get him drunk, right? No, listen to me. Hear me out.
So from bad to worse. Now we're adding alcohol
You
to
get
the
him drunk.
situation.
Already not a
Hey.
good idea.
Have another tequila there, buddy. Have another one. 4 or 5 in. Hey, you know what happened, eh? You know your ex sent an email, and you know it was so funny, eh? Bruce, it was so funny. Like, and then I just responded back, and I was like, "Get out of my life and yours." And what do you think about that, eh, Bruce? Oh no. Eh?
Messy.
And then he'll go, huh?
Messy.
Well, oh yeah, good. Maybe take the edge off.
That's terrible advice.
Hey, you think?
Yeah, don't listen to Darren.
We've got some messages here on the WhatsApp telephone. Let's hear them.
Well done, ek het dieselfde gedoen het. Die het 'n kans gehad, sy het dit nie gebruik nie. Nou wil sy happy home kom destroy. Nee man.
You go, girl. That's how we roll. That's how we do it. You're absolutely right. I would have done the exact same. She's got a chick. She's got no respect for you or your husband or your child.
I would delete and snoop and lash back as much as I can. She had no right to send that email in the first place. Why did she feel comfortable sending him an email like that? There must be more going on. I would bugger up the both of them solidly.
I'm 100% with that girl. She did the absolute right thing. That woman is just looking, she's emotionally scarred and she needs some backup and she's not ready for another relationship and she's just going to destroy her marriage unnecessarily. He doesn't need to know about it. He's moved on with his life. She needs to move on with hers, and the wife did the absolute right thing. She gets my 100% support.
Sure.
Good morning.
He wasn't overheard.
If you are going to be doing that, you make that choice. You should also block the email address so that if she replies, you won't get into trouble.
Does she realize generally most people have the emails on their phone? So the husband probably already knows about this.
She did absolutely nothing wrong. Husband and wife should be able to check each other's phones, emails anytime they want. There should be no secrets hidden. And she should not feel guilty about it. She should tell him now that she did it, but not feel guilty about it at all.
Good for this lady, because I was in the same situation, although I never replied. It caused a lot of arguments in our relationship. We married about 21, 22 years now, and I still have insecurities, and good for her that she actually had the courage to do that, because some of us, unfortunately, we don't have access to our husband's emails. We've got to trust them. They've got to go work, and we can't be security all the time, 24/7 for them. So good for her. I think what she did is right. Who do you think you are doing this? Because they wouldn't have liked it if you did that in their marriage. If they didn't leave them, we wouldn't have been with him. So they should have, in the first place, have weighed up. Do they want this partner or not? And once you let them go, let them go. There's no such thing as friends.
Okay.
Sure. She was clear.
The Western Cape has spoken. The lady who sent me the email, I shall not name you. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. Maybe just that one little detail that you forgot, you maybe have time to go back in, is to go and block the email.
Sure, guys.
Block sender.
I don't think it's that simple. But also, she sent you an email for a specific reason because she's racked with guilt, Darren.
Yes.
She's racked with guilt.
You just...
And I don't think she can move on until she addresses the fact that she did this thing.
Well, there's no guilt because you did nothing wrong. So the guilt should disappear. Just cross your fingers, cross your toes.
For the rest of your life.
Hope he never finds out.
Wow.
And it's done with.
That's super healthy.
Yeah.
That is healthy.
That's the advice. Just remember to go block sender, all right? That's the advice from the Western Cape this morning. It was all one way. It wasn't even down the middle. Pick a side.
And I don't think that has ever happened before.
No, it has never happened on group therapy.
There are no men who are saying, I wish I'd seen that mail. I wish my wife had discussed this with me so that we can deal with it as a couple. No one's saying that.
I wish she gave me the ability to say, wifey, I choose you. That woman never stood a chance.
She means nothing to me.
Okay.
Because also, what moves in the dark, what moves in the shadows, will come out in the light.
We said our
Yeah,
piece.
in the perfect world. In the perfect world. I think that'll serve you for now, ma'am. Good luck with it all.
KFM 94.5.